In December 2020, Gordian celebrates its 15th anniversary as a consultancy bureau that specializes in spare parts and service supply chain management. Over the past 15 years, Gordian has grown into a well-established and renowned partner when it comes to spare parts management with customers such as the Dutch Ministry of Defense, KLM, the Dutch Railways, Bayer, BP and Nempec Bevchem to prove it. 15 years of experience. How has Gordian developed during these years and what is their outlook on the future? Willem Rustenburg and Jürgen Donders elaborate.
Good morning. Do come in.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. So welcome. It's all corona-proof here, but I think we're ready for an interview.
Oh, hi. Welcome. So, young Willem, tell me, how did it all start?
It all started some 15 years ago. With three guys having one idea to set up a company. And the idea was actually quite simple. We all think it is so self-evident that industries operate, airplanes fly, trains go from A to B, etc., etc. But behind the scenes, it is not self-evident at all. Often, there's a lack of spare parts, making it quite hard to operate according to schedule. And that specific area, spare parts management, is an area that we specialize in. And we did it 15 years ago and we still do it. And now we have a company of about 30 people that started in an attic in ZOELMOND of all places, but now with offices here in MAARSSEN and in South Africa. So my friend, I think it was only 11 months after the start that you joined Gordian, and I still enjoy it. But I think prior to that we already knew each other at the Ministry of Defense, wasn't it?
Yes, we learned each other when we were both young officers, working at the Navy and the Air Force, thinking about what can we do with spare parts to improve the availability of ships and airplanes. So that was when we met in the Air Force, in Defense. And I must admit, Willem, airplanes are far more sexier than those silly ships of you.
I think we're going to have a debate on that one until we die.
Think so?
I think so. But that being said, it was quite logical that the Ministry of Defense was one of our launching customers. They are still a customer of us and we're very thankful for their loyalty. Also, Voestalpine Railpro was a big launching customer and we also want to thank them and also for their loyalty. But obviously we grew over time and thankfully we can now count dozens of companies as our clients, both in Europe as well as in South Africa. So speaking about South Africa, I can still remember our fact-finding mission in 2015.
That was great.
That was great, wasn't it? We learned a lot of lessons and I think we also enjoyed the wine. And you enjoyed the steaks. So it was fantastic, but also from a business point of view it appeared to be promising. And it was thanks to our partner company Pragma that we have been able to launch that company. They have introduced us to many of their clients and we're still thankful for that. And at the moment we have 3 South African employees. And I'm very glad to announce that very recently, even this week, we recruited 3 more people. So in total we are now 6 and we're trying to expand coming year to 10 people. Which is quite extraordinary, I think, in this COVID period.
Yeah, Willem, during these 15 years we accomplished lots of good things.
Sure.
So I think we moved from the attic in ZOELMOND to an office in Utrecht. That was a huge step. We changed the ownership of the company to the both of us. We moved from Utrecht here to this nice and own villa in MAARSSEN. What was also great was welcoming our first spare parts management studio customer.
Absolutely.
That was great. And finally, as you told before, we had our own staff in South Africa, and also South Africa is becoming a real great company. And then looking into the future of spare parts, we've always been involved in innovative projects like MARCONI or MASELMA.
Sure.
And in those kind of projects, we try to find out how we can forecast or plan the demand for spare parts more easy. And in those kinds of innovation projects, we have the role of project manager on the one side, but also we bring in lots of knowledge, experience in those kinds of projects. And think about what artificial intelligence and additive manufacturing mean for spare parts in the future. So there's, well, still lots of developments, and I think we can see a bright future for us.
Yeah, I think you're completely right. We need to keep innovating. And I think that's exactly what we do with our friends in the universities and other knowledge institutes. But that being said, our real goal in the company is our people. And I'm very happy to have these great people, and obviously it's never guaranteed that you can keep the people, but I think we're doing a good job, Jürgen, in keeping the people happy, educated, but we have to work on that day by day. It's finally on our future. Then we foresee Gordian to have even more impact, being more meaningful. Not only in the solutions that you earlier sketched, Jürgen, but also economical. We aim to set up more local offices, more branches in various countries, so also people from those areas can profit from our company. Of course, that's not self-evident, but that's at least what we aim at. And if that succeeds, we will let you know in 15 years from now.
That's a promise, Willem.
That's a promise, my friend.